Shame there's no separate Lynette story quest because Lynette is clearly the better out of the two. Anyways, I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to record because my internet's supposed to be cutting out. Like, apparently supposed to be upgraded. Probably not. Like, never know.
Hey, isn't that Charlotte?
Fortnite!
I see. So you believe that this warning letter...
Absolutely. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Phantom Weasel never acts as you expect. He must have faked his own death 10 years ago using a... Now that he's back, I'm sure the guards who worked on his case back in the day are in for a headache.
Couldn't agree more. Thank you, sir, for your time. Now, whom should I interview next? Huh? Hey, what a coincidence. Fancy meeting you here.
France.
Perfect timing. So, the Phantom Weasel's latest warning...
What?
Yeah. Huh? Oh, sorry. Yes, this case is from a decade ago. I guess you wouldn't know about it. Well, not to worry. You're in good hands because I'm a professional. 10 or so years ago, a phantom thief became active in the court of Fon... Wow, cool! Precisely. Well, except the part where they actually have a good reputation. Our Weasel, he would just as soon steal a necklace from a rich merchant's safe as he would a toy doll given to a commoner child for their birthday. I know.
Weird.
The phantom thieves you read about in novels rob the rich to pay the poor. But this guy... Yeesh. A magician named Caesar fell to his death when the police went through his personal effects. They found a whore. Sure enough, thefts in Fontaine went down after Caesar's death. But I had to squeeze through the crowd this morning to get a photo as soon as I heard. Here, it's this one.
I can't read that.
So, this is the warning letter,
I don't
huh?
speak
Let's
French.
see what he wrote. 3 days from now, when evening falls, I shall take from you that which you hold most dear at the opera house, just as you did to me.
Who's the
10
letter
years
directed
ago.
to?
This is, without a doubt, a clear declaration of criminal intent. After years of laying low, the Phantom
So who's
Weasel
he
is
supposed to
back.
kill?
What once seemed like an open and shut case has been blown wide open.
Uh-oh. If this thief will steal anything that other people value, does that mean even we... Aww.
Okay, the people have spoken. It's clear that the public... Let's see, I've got a photo of the letter, my interview notes. Yep, that should be something exclusive. Who should I interview next? I need someone with a more concrete connection to the Weasel. Is that who I think it is?
Twink.
Lyney!
Magic, magician, Caesar, the Phantom Weasel. That's it. Let's go interview Lyney.
Yeah, maybe he'll finally
You see,
kill you.
The original Phantom Thief Caesar was a magician too.
Are you serious?
Oh, relax. My journalistic instinct tells me that an exclusive news story...
Your journalistic
is
instinct is
Let's
ass,
go.
Charlotte.
No time for delay.
Please help me. I'm being kidnapped by a journalist.
Wow, Mr. Magician. How did you know which card I picked?
Easy.
Oh, it's simple. Come closer and I'll let you in on my secret. Magicians have a special skill called
Really? Then, what am I...
Well, first you need to relax. Because I can see that you're clenching your fist in your mind, as if to say, no, I mustn't let him...
Aww.
And now you're getting a little... You snuck out from home today, didn't you?
You can...
Of course. Oh,
all right.
Help. I've been kidnapped into a journalism affair.
Hey,
why, hello. We meet again.
well, why don't
Oh, please. You didn't believe that.
I'm sure that child would beg to dip.
That was nothing more than a little trickery. I made that, plus the fact that he was the only kid here without his parents, and he looked as guilty as sin. He made it easy for me.
Who the hell says that?
You guys, on the other hand...
Wow.
Wait, really? His warning letter's been the talk of...
Bingo! So, Lyney, what are your thoughts on this infamous...
Angry? What?
You read his letter, right?
Oh shit.
Wait a minute.
Well, if he is, then his warning is... And if he's not, the mere mention of the weasel's name is enough to scare people. But I've been preparing for this for a long time.
Really?
To be honest, I'm not sure if I'll emerge...
You're being far too modest, Lyney.
Thanks for the compliment. A lot of people like it. Allow me to demonstrate with a quick magic trick. Here, I have a flower. Just an ordinary flower that was picked not long ago.
I should kill the model.
Watch it carefully now. 3, 2, 1.
It's good.
That's the question. Therein lies the difference between us. Thieves make precious things disappear, but only magicians make them reappear. If I could now invite you all to check your...
A surprise? Let me see.
Oh, damn.
It's right there. But
What an outstanding trick. Sorry, Lyney, it seems that my...
Don't worry, I didn't take offense. Since Caesar's death,
I can imagine. Coming back to your trick just now, for example, magicians often use rainbow roses, but you used a Looney Doo spell.
impressive knowledge. It's no wonder you're such a successful journalist. But it sounds like something I should look into, though.
Well noted. Please feel free. If there's nothing else, I'll be off. You've given...
Can I keep it?
so, Lyney, are you gonna tell us how? Aw, you feel it too, right? So itchy.
Not so itchy, then. Well, since you're so concerned...
Magician's assistants? Oh, that sounds fun. Assistants are technically magicians too. Also, it'll bring us one step closer to figuring out how that darn trick is done. Shall we go for it?
Excellent. Thank you
Who
for putting your
invented
trust in
Paimon?
moi. The first thing we need to look into is who's... But if he wasn't the weasel? And if we're investigating Caesar, his fiancée Gemma is... We should make a move. Let's...
The better. After the poison! This cemetery. That. It's her.
You took your time.
Sorry, I bumped...
It's been a while. We're working as Lyney's temp.
Thank you. It's good.
So, what's the situation?
Nope. I've been here a while, and...
How bizarre. Well, we won't get anywhere.
Alphazat.
Excuse me, good...
Gemma? You mean Caesar's?
I'm just trying to get a hold of her because...
Yeah, she does. Ever since Caesar passed away, she's been coming here once every week. I asked her what she was doing once. She knows he's gone.
She's been doing this ever since.
I'll bet. Caesar's reputation fell apart after his identity was... I don't know if the mind lives on in the waters, if I'm honest. I think this is all so unfair to... Anyway, all of that said, she's run... Well, that's everything I know.
All right, well, thanks.
You're welcome.
Maybe it's her. I'm predicting it now.
Did you hear the
He's
news?
not.
They're saying the Phantom Weasel's back.
Phantom Weasel
You're
is
kidding.
dead, and his
I don't
fiance
know
is the
anymore.
killer.
All sorts of... But what if? Just
Called it. Seriously, 10 years ago, on the day it all went down, I said to myself,
Oh, please. Weren't you the one cursing...
wait, did I say that? I don't seem to recall.
I'll nab ya. I'm going
Hello
to.
there. Sorry for
What a-
disturb... We're actually quite interested in this topic.
You've come to the right... He was a great... I was right up close.
I saw him perform too. He always used to... Sometimes, he even got the kids to write their wishes down, and then he'd...
He does.
But after he died, there were also rumors that he used the wish list to, as I'm sure you know, the Phantom.
Whatever the case, now that the weasel is back, I bet Gemma must be pleased. Oh, speak of the devil. That's her over there. If you've got any more questions about Caesar, she's definitely...
So that's Gemma. Is it just Paimon, or does it look like something's wrong? Wait. It look... Hi there!
Who's asking?
Don't be afraid. It looks like you're injured.
Thanks for your
My name is Lyney.
My name's
The weasel posted a warning letter this. You knew Caesar better than anyone else.
Damn.
I promise you can trust.
I...
Huh. I suspected as much.
No.
Got it.
If you don't have any more questions, please leave.
Judging by the look on her face, there's definitely something fishy.
She's lying. She definitely knows.
That's fair. We're just a bunch of strangers who should. In any case,
Damn.
I doubt we'll get any.
Anyways, let's get leveling up. You up to 56. Level you up
I
to
wonder when I'll be as
55
tall as my
apparently.
big sister.
Wait until 8. We are so back. Yeah, Sumeru, in my opinion, just does like way too many filler quests. Two quests that just, a little bit, in my opinion, too much unnecessary content. Heavily dislike the R&R quest. Solely because it seems like the cycle is like the exact same. Hear a bit of story. Clear up a withering zone, something fungus, something, rinse and repeat, like 5 times, and it's R&R quest. Whatever. Hello.
Over here.
Yes?
Lynette's not joining us today?
I've had her follow Gemma and see if we can make any. Still, I don't think that today we'll be looking into a guide. When Caesar passed away, all the stolen goods before long, Lorenzo was the next big magician in town. I had to pull a lot of strings, but I managed to get him.
Oh, so we're gonna have to fight him.
You neglected to mention that you were...
My apologies. These two are my assistants. When they heard that I would.
Oh, forget the pleasantries, just sit.
Someone's angry.
Get a load of this guy. Forget the pleasantries, he says, but
I only agreed to meet since we're both
Much obliged, sir. Yesterday morning, a warning letter from the Phantom Weasel appeared on the entrance to the Opera House. He claims to be planning something for the same evening that I'm scheduled to do a magic show there. As such, I believe that I may well be his I have to get to the bottom of this to ensure that my show can go ahead as planned. Naturally...
What is there to investigate? Caesar was the weasel and he's been dead for 10 years, so...
Please, sir, no need to get...
Possibility, it's a fact. The weasel is dead. Period. Everyone knows that.
Someone's angry.
Sir, I'm honored, really. But this isn't about finances for me. My pride as a magician is what's at stake here, Lorenzo. Copycat or not, this person has thrown me the gauntlet, and I must meet their challenge head on.
Your pride? Don't mince words with me, boy. Just tell me, what exactly are you seeking to do?
I want to find out the Phantom Weasel's true identity. I have to know for myself what really happened 10 years ago.
What would that accomplish? And what do the events of 10 years ago have to do with you, anyway? Look, you of all people should know that a magician never reveals their secrets.
uh-oh, this is getting awkward.
Lorenzo? Is that?
Another day.
Oh, come on.
If I wanted your life advice...
Sorry, my good sir. I don't believe I've...
Oh, hey. This is
Yo.
And he wonders why he can't get a girlfriend, despite being, what, pushing 40, 30, something? Anyway, point is, a lot older than when he first got rejected by the girl he...
Shut up and get out of my face. Another word out of you and you can forget about doing business with me ever again.
Someone's angry.
I think it's high time I made a move as well. If you really want to investigate this, Lyney, be my guest. But if nothing good comes of it, don't say I didn't warn you.
Well, that fell to pieces in a rather spectacular fact.
Totally. And what was all that about compensating? He's gotta be hiding something. And now
I think so too. That guy Edmondo seems to know a thing or two.
Off, let's stock on our food. This. That went horribly.
You okay there?
Who are you? Oh, it's you guys. Don't worry about me. I must have had one.
Oh, he's drunk as hell.
I
Damn.
just need to ride. I said way too much back there, didn't I? Yeah.
so he was
Hey! Don't go prying into Lorenzo. Don't even ask. And take it from me, trouble with Lorenzo, that's not a good sign.
and there he goes.
Shh. I think we're Don't say anything and don't look back. Any alter...
They can never get me, Traveler, because in canon, he's the only one who can use teleport waypoints. Let me just go trigger this world quest real quick. Ironic. Quite stupid. It's like, considering the story quest we're doing. Which quest is it? Oh, here it is.
You followed us a long way. Why don't you...
Got him.
So you're Lyney. And we're... Save us the trouble and go...
Paimon doesn't like the tone of your voice, mister.
Save your
Looks, now I'm not the strong...
Don't worry.
Here, my next magic trick. I'll make your life disappear.
Curses. They're tougher than we thought. Vision wielders are all... Come on, let's scram!
Hey, wise guys! We ain't through with the... Oh, they got away! Did you catch what... Sounds like they just wanted to rough us up as a scare tactic. And they've already... You're right. She was in... Maybe she was too scared to...
Well, if... Let's head back to the cafe and...
Back to the cafe. Teleport over here. Let's talk to this guy real quick. Hurry up already. Click, click, click. Or something, I don't know. Hurry up. Make it quick. Get Fortnited again.
Gemma?
You again.
We just ran into the men who've been threatening you, so...
What? What?
Some...
That's putting it mildly. It's been
Damn.
10 long years. How do I know I can trust you?
I'm afraid I can't reveal all the details because you see, this is...
Okay.
I've heard that Caesar used to have a magic workshop. Do you know where...
The Fleuve Cendre. I also know that the Fleuve Cendre is dangerous.
Understood.
Damn.
Got it. But if I'm staying...
I mean, bon appetit.
Okay. All right.
Welcome to the rock shop. It's back over here. Okay.
Race you!
Here we are.
If Gemma gave us the right location, then the workshop should be right nearby. Huh. Looks like these boxes are blocking the entrance. Let's shift them away.
Get out of here.
There we go. It should be just down here.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing over here. Got some moving platforms.
So this was Caesar's workshop. Nothing suspicious here, just normal magic props. Let's head in further. What was that? Oh, is this one of Caesar's gadgets? Guess we must have triggered some sort of device.
Got this one. Oh, we gotta fight.
Stay calm. And voila!
Get out of here, bro.
Whoa. Look. The doll in the box is glowing. There's something written on the card on this doll. Let's take a closer look.
Oh, wish list. Eternal fried chicken. Same.
These magic boxes are moving. What do we do?
One of them looks different from the rest. Let's investigate.
Got another one over here. Okay, that one. Got him. Go here. Nice.
That's weird. Have we reached the end already? There's nothing here. Maybe this was a wasted trip.
This place seems a little too ordinary. We've triggered quite a few devices on the way here. I'm starting to... If so, then there must be more to this place than meets the eye. Maybe Ha!
Yep. Hidden bookshelf.
Secret passageway! How did you...
I'm a magician too. It looks pretty big inside.
Great minds.
Shit! Oh. Shiver! Let's get this show on the road.
Cat speed run. Go up, hop out at the after party. Didn't even see that guy over there, damn.
Why have you stopped, Lyney?
Huh. It just looks familiar somehow.
Let's
Let me
see.
check this out for a second while you guys... If anyone makes a major discovery...
All right. See?
Set up here. It looks like we can't step off. Get over here. Wait for it to go down. Go up. And around. Hell yeah. Easy puzzle. Not even close. Let's go on up.
Wow. There's a hidden room.
This hidden room.
This book's thick as a brick. Let's...
At one of my shows a few days ago, as a joke, I told the kid that the hat. So I told them another white lie. The machine needs time to power. I wound up saving very little this month. 2 children came to talk to me after today's show. Anyway, they said that they wanted me to teach them how to do magic.
Damn.
I told them that... It seems like something's bothering. Surely he's not upset that I have a good feeling about those kids. They have all sorts of fantastic... They wanted to call me master, but I told them they... With time, I have no... Gemma thinks so too. It's nearly time for me to go on tour. I once overheard them talking about their father and their mission. Sounds like their pet. It's only been 10 days and they're very tough. But they hide things from me too. That's the thing about children. I can sense that their lives have been after thinking things over. P.S. I hope they won't find my nagging annoying.
Wait.
Children are so opinionated nowadays. P.P.S. Maybe... Oh, Caesar.
This about
2
Lyney and
magic
Lynette.
geniuses with a father and a mission, huh? Sounds a lot like he was writing about Lyney and Lynn. So did...
Right?
Lyney,
Shh. Oh,
fishy.
all in good time. First, the magician slots themselves into a magic box in full view of the audience. The box is then, at this point, a dummy will fall out of the... Meanwhile, the real magician, who... Oh no!
Very vivid description.
Is that me?
Paimon can really picture it.
The audience's gaze then turns to the magician, and by the time they... Of course, that's just how I think the process should work, theoretic. The inventor of this trick never performed it He fell right to the ground from the highest point of the opera, and no one else has ever attempted this trick since.
So Caesar's famous high-altitude escape has never been done, huh? Paimon was about to say how cool it would have been to see it. Wait a second. So if it does...
Glad you asked. This box right here is the one that Caesar constructed himself to use in the performance. And it's not as simple as it looks. Once the magician's inside and the box is lifted up into the air, from where they're standing, they have a clear view of... At this point, the magician... He then escapes through this trapdoor onto the opera house roof.
That's way simpler than Paimon imagined.
Well, there's a little more to it than there's the falling dummy, the miraculous reappearance, the pompous performing. Many days and nights of careful research and painstaking practice would... Caesar was...
So, how did...
I can make a pretty... I looked into the case files. The magic box Caesar was using at the time of his death had the secret button I mentioned.
Okay.
But here's the strange thing. Most of the devices in this workshop have the mechanism on the left-hand side, including this box right here. Which leads me to believe that Caesar was in fact left-handed, because a magician can't afford to have their most basic habits stand out too much. People naturally but a magician needs to be the essence of magic is getting people to believe. And so, Caesar trained himself to... But in his most stressful and nerve-wracking moments, and when no one... Exactly. I think that's likely what happened. Caesar would have been under a lot of time pressure during the escape, but I'm sure he was confident. He would have rehearsed countless times. So he opened the compartment, took out the dummy, much like when you reach for your keys, but instinctively, his left hand would, with the stakes being as high as they were, just a 2-second delay.
But in reality, but how would they be able...
It would have to have been someone who knew that he was left-handed. And isn't that right?
You just couldn't let sleeping dogs alive.
Lorenzo!
There's not a lot of people who'd go to all this trouble for some magician who died 10 years ago, but I gave you.
You mean Gemma?
Yes, although however stubborn she might be, which is why you can't leave this place alive.
For my next trick, I'll make your bodyguards disappear.
Out of the frying pan! Hey there! Attack!
Next trick, I'll hit multiple headshots. What the hell is this?
Here comes the finale. Now disappear.
Nope.
Had enough yet, Lorenz? I think it's high time you started...
If I had a Mora for every time he was just an amateur who did cheap tricks for gullible children. I was the one who made magic into the fine...
So it was...
Jealousy. He poured everything into his street performances and his stupid... But the people loved him, didn't they? Oh, how they looked up
Oh,
to
it's
him.
because capitalism. Okay.
No one gave me a second look.
I did it.
Our
Because
life was
capitalism.
amazing. Yeah, so amazing that he was completely broke. Every other apprentice was living it up at their master's expense, but no, not me. I put in all the work, mastered all the skills, and he forbade me from using magic and with his reputation in Fontaine, it was too risky for me to go it alone. As long as he was alive, if I had to kill him.
And this was your own...
It was reason enough.
Well, I was under the impression that there might have been other...
In love with Gemma, don't...
Guess I was wrong about that.
I am. Caesar was... Never bought into any of that. I was more interested in the
Oh, yeah! Charlotte.
That's just how it looked from the outside. I stole cheap things as a way of practicing my craft.
So that's the story, huh?
What choice do I have? You're a pack of wolves, and you've got me between your... So be it.
Very well. Traveler, Paimon. Keep an eye on the...
Race you!
Over his head! Over his head! Over his head! That's a leave domain?
Lyney has told me the whole Lorenzo, do you confess to the murder of...
Look who... What kind of disciple murders their own master? I hope it was worth it.
I know his ass is one last
Looks
trick
like
up his
it's all
sleeve.
over. What should we do next, Lyney? Should we...
Let's rendezvous with Lynette and Gemma first. With Loren...
Good point.
Teleport up here. Hello. I killed a man.
You're back. You were so quick.
You're third?
That's fine. I'll shift to exercise mode and jog.
That's besides the point. Well, it's done now. But try to eat a more balanced diet and...
Point.
Did everything go
Lynette
okay?
is so real.
Of course. Lorenzo was no match for us.
Gosh, that's amazing. I had my suspicions about Lorenzo, but
It's okay. But you don't need to be...
I always wanted to report Lorenzo. He took all of... I was so afraid. I was scared. Thank you all.
Got a funeral.
Thank
Hell
you
yeah.
all for clearing Caesar's name. I never would have guessed that at least his soul can finally rest.
If only...
Don't blame yourself, Gemma.
Yeah, you still have the...
Cheer up, Gemma. My brother's doing a magic show. This show will be a special.
In Caesar's honor.
Yep.
Great. We'll see you tomorrow evening. Traveler, Paimon, don't be late.
Nope,
Don't worry,
he
we'll
won't.
be there. No way are we gonna miss out on a free magic show. Wait, Paimon feels like we're forgetting something. Oh yeah, Caesar's diary!
Oh, it's next evening. How long would it canonically take to beat Genshin Impact without time warp? Let's go. Yappa Epiclus.
Hey there!
I shot a pigeon. Let's go. About to start soon. Hello.
Paimon's excited to see another of Lyney's magic shows! Wait. Lyney?
Not this time, so I'll be watching with you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody's ready because the show is about to begin. The great magician Lyney has prepared a spectacular show for us all tonight, concluding with an all-new grand finale that...
Thank you all so much for coming. Now, prepare to join me on a journey.
Exciting stuff.
Yes, it's just...
No wonder. Caesar was a famous magician too, so how did you two first meet, Gemma?
Well, I was out on the street when children love magic, and somehow
Aww.
it was with...
Oh, that's so cute! Actually, now that you mention...
Is that right? After all, you never know when the...
That's right.
Right. Yes, you can breathe easy now.
See? Even the Phantom Weasel! Lorenzo escaped? Where is he?
As Lyney once said, but once the bag of tricks is... It's been 10 years, Gemma. Aren't you...
What are you talking, Traveler? Paimon doesn't like where this is going.
Ladies, and there will now be a brief... The final performance will take place outside of the Opera House.
The Phantom Weasel never did like Don't worry. This place will...
What the fuck? Hello.
Dear me, this is awkward, isn't it? And unfortunately, I'm all out of gadgets, so this is a big mistake for a magician.
Lynette accused Gemma of being...
All in good time. Magicians are good at guessing what people are thinking. I know the questions you want to ask. And as it happens...
Really? Well then, let's hear it! Paimon's dying of curiosity here!
Let's go back to the very beginning. A decade ago, when the Phantom Weasel was terrorizing the court of Fontaine, she never missed a target, never left a trace, and no treasure was safe from her thieving hands. But as her infamy grew, so did the readiness of the police, and her opportunities to act became ever fewer. Every day, she ran the risk of being exposed for who she was. Of course, she could not simply take this lying down, and before long, she found her ticket to freedom. She would create a scapegoat, a false weasel to close the chapter on her behalf. After weighing her options, she set her sights on a renowned magician, Caesar. After all, magic and theft shared enough similarities for people to buy the story when the truth came out.
So then what?
Being the master deceiver she was, the weasel easily earned Caesar's trust. Now all that remained was to frame him for her countless crimes. But as she was considering how to make her move, she noticed Caesar's aggrieved pupil, and a new thought entered her mind. Maybe I don't need to get my hands dirty after all. At her encouragement, Lorenzo tampered with Caesar's magic box, causing him to fall to his death.
You're so back.
Lorenzo seized his master's property, and the weasel set about tarnishing Caesar's reputation. Two co-conspirators committed the perfect crime.
But I just have one question.
Don't worry, Lorenzo, but I never believed that he was the weasel. And in fact, my investigation only made me more...
How disappointing. So you'd sooner trust Lorenzo than me? Even without a shred of evidence?
Called it.
A magician is an expert at playing the audience to get the result they want. With a little help from Lorenzo, you put on a very convincing... Caesar was maligned and hated. Who would suspect for 1 second that the lovely young...
Wait. So you mean... But why would Lorenzo agree to that? And why didn't he sell her up?
Yes, why indeed? Maybe Gemma herself could enlighten us on that question.
Well, Lyney, if you're so confident having killed Caesar with his own hands, Lorenzo was plagued by overwhelming guilt. Revealing the Phantom Weasel's true identity would serve no purpose. But...
An excellent
Is that right? Well, don't
As a matter of fact, why would the real Weasel...
Of course. After all, if I had left to fend for herself after her parent, she'd scrounge waste paper from garbage bins to draw on. This was her only source of happiness in life. Once again, she was betrayed. And this time, everything was taken from her. This was a fate too cruel for anyone to bear. I detest the happiness. I will rob them of everything.
That's some...
Does this story...
Yes, it is quite to my taste.
Huh. That's because without that, none of this...
Damn, she'd be a perfect
She
Fatui member.
didn't write the letter.
After 10 long years, I'd hope, Lyney. Or should I call you the Phantom Cop?
Very sharp.
What the
Well, no need for me to... The most straightforward way to change the public's impression of Caesar was to force the Weasel to show themselves. Of course we did. We made it quite clear in the letter, I believe. I shall take from you that which you hold
Wait. He taught you magic back then, didn't he?
We remember all our 10 years ago. Caesar's but we...
And? What exact...
Free? Caesar once told me that I think that applies to you too. Life took many things from you.
What are you trying to...
I'm saying that for the last 10 years, you've... Back to Lorenzo for a second. He knew who you were and the things you'd done. You're more than just accomplices in murder. You're the only real friends each other has. So I think you know, deep down, that he is the only truth. But that truth is gone now. And I guarantee...
Congratulations on your freedom, Gemma.
Your freedom will cost you dearly.
Gather round. I'm sure you're all
A high-altitude escape?
I'm sure you all remember the magician's secret. We have now learned that Caesar was...
Guess that's my cue to leave. Whew. Traveler, Paimon, I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. There may be a lot of people watching tonight, but you alone are my true witnesses.
Lyney, you two hit a... You don't have to tell lies to end up isolated.
You're wrong. I'm nothing like you.
I'm not like the other boy. I'm not like the other girls.
So...
I'm cool.
Like Lyney said, when you're...
But what about Gemma?
She'll figure out what's best for her soon enough.
All right. Well...
Opera Abacus.
Magic should be mysterious, surprising.
Why
and defy
cutscene?
logic. Magic is hard work. Every single movement has to be practiced thousands of times.
It's alright. We're used to that.
We're sorry. You've taught us so much, but we can't tell you the whole truth.
It's okay. Do you still remember what I told you?
Yes.
This world is full of lies and falsehoods. I only hope that one day you can find your own truth.
What about you? Have you found your truth?
Magic is my truth.
I want to perform a magic trick so great that people will always think of me when they talk about it. For a magician, what greater honor could there be? Look! Behold! Lyney is sealed inside the box. Will he manage to escape? 10 years ago, Caesar attempted this very trick, and it was at this precise moment that...
Watch out!
Nah, I'd win. Would you lose?
Mysterious. Surprising. And logic-defying. Isn't that right? This honor belongs to you, Caesar. I'm just sorry it's a little late.
Did you see that? 1 minute.
How could he possibly have done that?
How mysterious. I didn't blink once. He just...
What a heart-stopping magic show! Caesar's name has finally been cleared, and Fontaine's news...
Whew. Looks like everyone really loved Lyney's grand finale. Paimon doesn't see Lyney anyway. Oh, Lynette said he'd be waiting for us at the usual haunt. But, where is that? Oh, yeah, that's... Alright, let's go.
Cemetery. Cool. Flying in, flying in.
Lyney, are you alright? Paimon.
Magic is a I was honestly a little nervous
And
during the
Wenberg,
live
it's so deep.
performance. The thought of falling. Sometimes, I can't help but wonder what Caesar thought in those final moments. Did he regret taking Gemma and Lorenzo on? Or did he believe that it was his own...
You know, Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something ever since we were in Caesar's workshop. You learned...
After I joined the House of the Hearth. To be honest, Lynette and I had an agenda when we approached him. I told you about my past before, remember? As a young boy, I survived by secretly learning math, but I quickly realized that observation alone could only get... I needed to learn how to improve my sleight of hand, hone my misdirection skills, and make niftier props. We were gifted enough that we'd made some progress by ourselves.
So that's why you sought Caesar?
Yes. We figured there was no harm in all. We only spent 10 short days together, but he was very good to us. Like, for instance, when he asked why I wanted to learn magic, I answered, but in truth, there was already a lot. What amazed me with trust is a beautiful thing.
Lyney.
Still worried about the way I feel? You really are a gentle soul, aren't you? But don't worry, I'm used to it now. From the mansions of the elite to the House of the Hearth, after Caesar went on tour, we became... That night, I remembered his smile. To keep secrets is to put up walls. The longer you keep them up, the less you let people in. You only realize how much someone really meant to you when you lose them completely. That's why I was so confident this would hurt Gemma. Because I felt it for myself.
Yeah, cheer up, Lyney.
Yeah.
We've had this delicious food. You know, Traveler.
I don't really know what else to say.
Doesn't that kind of make you Paimon?
Exactly. It's the same for me and Lynette. We are the truest thing each other has in the world, and nothing can replace that. Life has taken plenty from us, like it did from Gemma. But that's why the darkness never consumed me, and why it never will. All right, time to lighten this conversation up a little.
It was amazing.
Whoa, that's a bit of a tall order, I'm afraid. The show's just finished, so my sleeves are decidedly
His
card-free
teleporting
right now.
card.
Aw, come on.
Oh, all right then. Watch closely. I have a flower in my hand.
Reuse.
You liar.
Huh? My goodness, you... Now, have another look.
Really? Let's see.
Oh, it's there again.
Wow, there it is! But more importantly, Paimon...
Well, if you want... Since you asked so nicely,
Is that...
look at the time. We shouldn't linger here too long. Thanks again for coming to see my show. I look forward to seeing you again.
Bitch.
Alright, fine. See ya.
Bitch.
Shall we head back down too? Let's head to the steam...
Wait till next morning. Is go to the steam bed offices. Ha ha ha.
I'm very sorry, Charlotte, but my sister and I are quite busy today.
Oh, please, Lyney, I'll only take...
Huh? What's happening here?
I spent all night writing my piece about the Phantom Weasel, but just as dawn broke, I suddenly received news that Caesar's fiancée, Gemma...
That was cool.
Hmm? Too late, bro. That was quick, you say? It sounds like I've got some catching up to do. Please. Aha!
Maybe watching my high-altitude escape trick reminded her of a better time with Caesar, and she could...
Huh. Okay, then. Wait, no, there must...
Well...
Oh, I remember now! You and Gemma were nowhere to be found after the show. Quickfire question! Where did you all go?
Oh, we went to the
cemetery.
mentioned it, because that reminds Paimon. Guess what? Lyney started using rainbow roses in his tricks.
What? I don't recall ever having received a rainbow rose from you myself. Is this supposed to mean that they're more important to you than your own sister?
No, I just...
What the... What? This is getting pretty awkward. What
Seems like this interview wasn't meant to be. Well, never mind. There's always next time.
Sean.
Forgive my persistence, but when there's explosive news... Apparently, one of the things she's... Alright, I guess I'll leave you to...
Lynette? Paimon didn't mean to...
Don't worry, I wasn't angry. I was just trying to distract...
Oh, really? Oh, thank goodness. You scared Paimon there.
Phew. You and me both, Paimon. You and me both. At least it did the job, right?
Please, take good care of that rainbow rose. I'd be really upset if you lost...
It's officially over. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time for more Genshin Impact.